Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Your voice is meant to be heard by many people, and it will be. Your voice will be heard by many people. If that brings any anxiety, please don't let it. Because if this message is for you, you'll already know that your voice will be heard by many. And you have the perfect voice that's truly meant to share what you are here in this life, on this earth, to share. If you've ever felt like there was somebody else who could say something better or differently or sing better, or however it is that you use your voice, Divine is saying that you have just the right voice for the job that you are here to do, for the work that you are here to do. And this is about your soul's work. So it could be a career, but even if it's a career, it's what you're meant to do, or it's in a field that's right for you. There's no need to compare yourself to anyone. What you have to say, people need to hear. People need to know. And you're just the one to show them, to reveal them to them, whatever it is that you're meant to reveal. But reveal them? So you might be revealing people. Revealing people? I'm getting that you could showcase people, like you could showcase other people's talent or help other people to do something. You might help other people to share their voice somehow. You might be an advocate for someone. Yeah, because it came out reveal them, and I was like, wait a minute, I was trying to say reveal to them, but that's how it was meant to be for some of you. I keep hearing the word advocate. You're an advocate. Some of you help children. You help young people. Oh. Okay, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you have a beautiful voice. And your work is beautiful. Vision. Your vision is beautiful and it's powerful. This is Aphrodite. You might work with Venus, Aphrodite, Oshun. Hathor is coming through. Lakshmi. I'm getting abundance there with Lakshmi. Whatever it is that you dream of, it brings you abundance, but it's not just financial. And maybe for a while you thought that it wasn't an abundant vision, that your vision wasn't abundant just because it wasn't like the dollars weren't, you know, it was like you weren't seeing the money roll in. But Spirit is saying that your vision has brought other types of abundance to you, to your life, and that has laid the foundation for the financial wealth. Also, there's something about the order in which blessings came in to your life. Now this will apply to some of you, because some of you may have had money for a long time, but for some of you, I'm getting that if the money came in first, it would have left quickly. 444 on the timer. So the order that the blessings are coming into your life, it's a means of protection, a form of protection. Yeah, I'm getting strong ancestral energy here. So there could have been ancestors in your bloodline who either had trouble accessing financial wealth, or they did have financial wealth but they mismanaged it, or it was, I'm seeing like sand, like you're trying to hold on to sand and it's just like falling through the fingers, okay? Or trying to hold on to water like that, but it's just like, you know, there was something that happened, and it may not have been because of what they did, but there's some kind of situation that happened where someone in your ancestral lineage, they lost a great amount of money. This will apply to some of you, okay? This will resonate with some of you. Take what resonates. But this was about ensuring that your wealth is sustained and it continues to increase, okay? So the order of the manifestation in your life when you've manifested certain things is very important, and it's divine. It was never a mistake. Hope. This is going to give some of you hope because maybe you questioned your ability to do something. But this is your path. And Divine is saying that first you had to get comfy with yourself, with flowing in your energy. This provides a barrier for evil tactics or for darts that people would throw to make you second guess yourself. Okay, so it feels like Divine has been working with you to have more confidence within yourself and to love yourself so that you can flow in your creative energy, or however it is that you express this vision and share it with the world, because your sense of self-confidence, it creates, like, you see this here where it's like water and then there's like a little wall here. So this was what had to come first, was connecting with spirit, with your water and with your self-love. Then you have this natural barrier. It's protection against anybody who would try to come at your energy, whatever energy it is, whether it's creative energy or your vision. It really does feel though like it's your third eye, the way that you see spirit and the way that you see yourself, the way that you connect with the divine. There needed to be no doubt in your mind as to how you connect with spirit. Because somehow what's coming through is that there was somebody, or at some point on your path, past, present, future, you may have already experienced this. There was somebody who was going to try to shake your intuition, they were going to try to attack your dreams, like your goals, your visions, by attacking your intuition. And so you had to, I'm hearing, reconnect with your divine intuition. So there could have been something in the past that already tried your intuition, right? Because a lot of people experience these things in childhood or in our youth, where there's either trauma or some sort of very difficult situation that makes us doubt our intuition. And so we have to reconnect with it, okay? But you're doing that, or you have done that. What else, Spirit? Thank you. There's something that you have released and it's gone. Like, I'm hearing it's long gone. Because I'm seeing with these I'm seeing with these butterflies, like for me, the moth really signifies death and transformation. But butterflies are also transformative and like transformation within the self, within that impacts our present, you know. But I'm getting here like there's something that is so gone. Like it's over. And I don't know, it's just, I'm hearing finito, like done. It's done. Yeah, and this has added to your strength. This has fortified your strength. I'm looking at my Leo card on my wall. It's like, because there's something that you released and you know it's over. I'm hearing it doesn't matter what anybody tries to do. It doesn't matter who's still around. It doesn't matter who's trying something. It's over for you. And that is the power. That's why I looked at Leo. Thank you, Spirit, because that is true strength. Is when you're saying to yourself, it's over, but you know it's over. Like there's no doubt. And so someone else in your realm, who maybe you don't want them in your realm, or maybe they just are there for the time being, but you've cut and cleared that energy. It doesn't matter what they want. You have stood firm. And so there's this wall here that protects you from anybody's intentions, because you've let go of something. And so you have completely transformed. You're light now. Light as a feather. Okay, so my 11:11 on the timer. Ashe. So that's also justice. This is justice for you. Okay, what's coming through is that you may have been, take this if it resonates, you may have been waiting for something to be over based on your surroundings, your external world. But because you have built your strength, that Leo energy was coming through, your strength so to a point of such durability, it doesn't matter what they do. Now, take this if it resonates, because, you know, you'll know if this is your reading. This is your reading if you've done the work, the inner work, to increase your self-discipline to the level where it doesn't even matter. And you know what I'm getting is like, okay, there could have been someone around you who was like tempting you or they were trying to get you with their energy, whatever projections or attacks, or I'm hearing come to me. So there could have been somebody doing love spells, whatever it was that they determined that they wanted, they were hitting you with that energy. And somehow maybe you felt trapped. Maybe you felt like, okay, this could have been a job that you just really wanted to leave, but you're like, well, I gotta pay my bills. So, you know, it was, or maybe this was a neighborhood that you wanted out of, but maybe you couldn't sell your home, or maybe this was a family situation, okay? And you were at the time living with your family, and it was before you could move. Something here where you felt trapped. So you were like, well, the only way out of this is up. So you chose to ascend spiritually. And whatever it was that this person was trying to get you with, it was like, I just keep hearing self-discipline. It was like self-discipline. Maybe this person wanted to anger you, and you have learned how to not react. So like when they're like, you know, and trying to get all in your face and stuff, or maybe it was a relationship that you weren't prepared to leave at that time. Maybe financially you couldn't leave at that time. And so this person was always like picking a fight, and then they're like, I'm leaving. And they wanted to start a fight by telling you that they're leaving, but you were just like doing whatever it was that you were doing. And they're like, did you hear me? I said I'm leaving. And then you're just like, I don't know, maybe you said lock the door on your way out. You know, something like that. You know, something like that. You learned how not to react to whatever stimulus it was that they were trying to trigger your emotion with. For some of you, it could be lust that this person was trying to get you with. Because come to me and love spells came through. I'm seeing someone like really laying it on thick. Like, so that could be like love bombing. But I'm also seeing something very, well, it's a little disturbing, but I won't say it in a disturbing way. They could have been presenting themselves like, I'm here, come and get me. Like just very forward, very in your face. But Let's say if this was at one time maybe a temptation, maybe that person actually, maybe at one time you found some sort of attraction with this person. You have mastered that. We're in minute 15, that's the devil. So your lower self is balanced. Okay? Your lower self is balanced. You're not allowing any sort of attack to take you out of who you are. Some of you, this could pertain to finances as well. Okay, spending. That may have come through before. It came through that your finances are blessed. They're being blessed because of your growth. Okay, we've got summon, denial. Okay, so there's somebody here who wants to test your balance, because denial is card 14, so I'm getting temperance energy. They want you to deny your growth. They want you to deny yourself of the progress that you've made. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting like the energy of and we're at minute 16. Somebody might want to reel you in. But you're above that. That's what this is all about. Look at that. And you're able to deny what's not for you. You're able to refuse it. Look at that. So the grapes are there. And maybe in the past you used to reach out for a little bit, but you're denying it now. So there's somebody who wants you to reach for the grapes, but you're not doing that. Tell us more, Spirit. Yeah, because you're in meditation. You're in meditation. You're focused on what brings you balance. Oh, wow, look. And your sense of self-love. This card looks so intimate. It's like the heart is like so close to her, right? So your sense of self-love, that's what you're focused on. That's what you're meditating on now. Has brought something to an end that needed to come to an end. Something has concluded. This could be a relationship with someone that was not beneficial. Yeah, it could have been flat out harmful. I'm hearing to your emotional well-being, to your mental well-being. Yeah, that's why you're choosing love here. And this love that you have for yourself, it brings fulfillment, because this is card 10. It brings your, it's almost like a 10 of cups that's very personal. Now for some of you, what I'm getting is that this 10 of cups, or this 10 that your self-love is taking you to, it's like it takes you to the next level. Whatever that is, it's harmony with others, because you are achieving harmony within yourself. I'm getting that you've already done this. These readings can be past, present, future, but I'm getting that whatever this work is that you've done, you have done it so very well that the fruit of your labor is showing up in this reading. Yeah, see, I'm seeing it so clearly now. Like somebody wants to summon, like, I'm gonna make you pick a certain choice, right? They want to make you pick a certain choice. It's almost like I'm seeing a zombie, like wanting to control somebody, like a zombie. Like, I don't know why zombie is coming through, because zombies are kind of like, but it's almost like, yeah, like I'm under your control. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do. And you know what I'm hearing is that this person, what they do to other people is they take them to a point of spiritual death. 1919 on the timer. Something's been exposed that you've seen this with your own eyes. You already have seen how there is a being, or it could even be a group of people that have, I'm hearing they've carried people to a premature ending. Well, that's not you. I'm so grateful. Yes, beautiful being. Because you brought an ending to something that needed to end, and you made a divine choice. And the choices that you've made have brought balance. Look at that black and white. There could be somebody here of mixed race or having a varied heritage, okay? Multicultural, very diverse. I'm getting the energy of diversity. Yeah. For some of you, there could be someone who's uncomfortable with that. Maybe that was an aspect of this was race or ethnicity or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna go here first. Thank you, Spirit. What else needs to be known? What does this beautiful being need to know? Ooh, in your aloneness, you became a master. I'm getting total mastery vibes. And it feels so good. It's like, yes. And because you have mastered this, 21, minute 21, it's like not just the closing of a cycle, like, oh yay, the cycle is over. No, this, because you know, sometimes you'll hear a message or something like that and they're like, the cycle is done. And you're like, okay, but what else is going to happen? You're at the point now where it's like the cycle has closed and you're like, yes, it has. Why? Because you're not asking, what are they going to do next? You're not asking, but what other spell are they going to hit me with next time? You know, it really doesn't matter because you smell that spell when it's still just in the ethers, when it's still just on the astral and they're cooking it up in their mind. You know what I'm saying? You already feel it, but you don't absorb it. Like you can sense it, you can detect it, but you're not allowing it to settle into your being, into your essence. Your essence is divinely protected. That's what has come through with this work that you've done to love yourself there. And you have created this wall. There could be somebody here trying to use moon magic. It don't matter. It really don't matter. They can use the moon, the sun, all the stars. It don't matter. They can wish upon a star. And you're going to keep on going. You're going to keep on being you. They can't stop you. I am getting that this person has done those things, like especially worked with the moon. But also what's coming through is that you've been through so many cycles. Like you have learned how this person works. You've seen their tricks. You've seen the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If they were working with other people, you know about that. You know how they roll. So what's coming through is that a part of the cycle being done is that you're meant to do something else with this awareness. So it came through that your vision, look at that, look at that, look at that. What's behind her? The moon. See, because of the cycles that you've been through, that you're aware of, for some of you, this is spell work that you have been experiencing, but you have learned how to, because you've mastered your energy through self-love, through discipline, a balance of both, you know, because if you correlate self-love to indulgence, which it really isn't, it's just gentleness with the self. It's choosing the self, right? Which sometimes is the most difficult thing to do depending on who's around you and telling you not to love yourself, right? But I just keep getting that it's a perfect blend of loving yourself, and I don't know why indulgence is coming through there. So there might be some times that you need to indulge with relaxation or with I'm hearing that you'll know what that means. So however you indulge in a divine way, yes, you do it beautifully, but you also are disciplined. So when the time comes for you to do something that you need to do, you do it. So you're very balanced. But this is something that has come to you in this energy of being alone. And you may have been surrounded by people, but what matters here is that you chose to focus on you. That's what that aloneness card is bringing through. is that even if there were distractions around, or even if there were responsibilities that you were taking care of, you focused on yourself in the way that you needed to in order to master your energy. All this moon energy is coming through, okay? So whatever work it was that these people were trying to do, or whatever manipulation, for some of you, it might not be that these people were doing actual spells. It was just that they were doing alchemy in another way, you know, using smear campaigns, or trying to control you, or trying to, I'm getting like in a work environment, somebody putting people up against a divine being, okay? Or this could have been a lover who really wasn't a lover, right? They were more of a hater than anything else. But whatever it was, you went through enough cycles with this energy that you are now empowered and you have vision. So a part of the cycle being done is for you to take your vision, your power, your passion, something about your voice. That was the first message that came through. And use it to help others who may still be in that, or under the influence, under the impact of those evil energies, and they haven't mastered their own energy yet, the power of yet, right? To a point where they are able to be who they are. They might still be allowing those entities with those evil intentions to take them away from their soul's work, or to not see themselves clearly. And that's the most important thing here, is that you are seeing yourself clearly, because you're not distracted by whatever it was that someone wanted to reach for. Oh, so maybe they were trying to get, they wanted a certain outcome, and they were trying to create that outcome with your energy. But also, you're not reaching for things that are tempting but harmful. Okay? You've been doing the work that was needed. Oh, we've got Mr. Fake Nice Guy at the bottom here. So look out for people who are trying to pose as someone who is right for you, or who means you well. It doesn't have to be somebody bringing roses, but it could be. It could be. It feels like there's a seductive vibe here that they're trying to come in with. Also, this is coming in, you know, people that you may have, or a person that you may have been telling like what you wanted for a long time. This could be in a relationship, whether it's family or business or whatever, romance. There could be someone here that you were trying to get to do right by you. Maybe they were indulging in other relationships or third-party situations, or maybe they were doing something that was harming y'all's connection, right? You felt that they were disrespecting you, and I'm getting that your feelings were completely valid. That's coming through because whoever this was, they tried to make you think that there was something off about your, whatever it was that you were saying that you needed. No, you needed respect. But they were playing games. They weren't ready to step up and give you the respect that you deserve. So you've cut this energy out. You've cut it off. But there's something here about a person, once they see that you're serious, then all of a sudden they're ready to do everything. They're ready to come in with all the promises that they broke. All of a sudden they're going to make them and keep them now. You know, it's something about that, where a person might be saying all the right things because they are really truly understanding that you are done and that there's nothing that can be done to reel you back in. Because of your energy that's coming through that's so firm, that's just maybe some encouragement or confirmation. Maybe it's just confirmation, because I feel like you already know what you're doing. Okay? But there's something about that. Somebody wanting to, yeah, there's something now that's in the junk drawer. It's like, you know how you open up a junk drawer and you might be looking for, I don't know, an eraser. And that might be significant here. There might be somebody wanting to erase something from the past, but they can't. But you might be looking for an eraser and you're like, I can't even find it because there's so much junk in here. But the cool thing about how this is coming through is that whatever this was from the past, whatever used to feel like a struggle that you were maybe focused on at one time, it's just like, along with everything, it's just like it's become a part of all the experiences that you've had in your life that have shown you your strength. 3111 on the timer. That's what it is. It's like it's just a part of your history. It's with all the other things that you allowed to teach you about who you are, to show you your strength. Okay, so whoever this Mr. Fake Nice Guy is, they're having to start from zero. Okay. That's why they're... Okay, so if you feel some energy, okay, that, yeah. It's just confirmation, because you know what you're doing. Oh, Divine says go easy on them. Okay, I don't know why. What, Spirit? Okay, it says lessons learned. So, you know, this is the beautiful thing, is that once you are aware of the lesson, there's enough detachment to just realize that now it's up to the other person to learn their lessons. It's very clear that you are done, and that's a beautiful thing, because it has freed up your energy to do whatever it is that you are meant to do and chosen to do, because that came through first thing. That's like the main message, is that now you are just more empowered to do what you're here to do. But there is someone in the background who's learning some lessons too. That's fine. They can stay in the background and learn their lessons. If you are an empath, just know that there's no responsibility on your part to teach them those lessons. That's on them. That's on them. Okay? What else is coming through, Divine, for this beautiful being? Yeah, there could be hostilities. Oh, about your abundance. So somebody might be eyeing your abundance. Well, you know, your prosperity came through already, and it was that there are multiple layers. See, this is why somebody's looking at your abundance with hostility, is because they realize that it's not just money. It's true divine abundance. It's that you are really happy with yourself. You are joyful to be you. I'm getting the energy that when you wake up in the morning, you look forward to your day. Do you know what a gift that is? I know you know, because there may have been a time where you didn't feel like that. That's the beautiful part about the transformation. You know both sides. That's why you're so grateful when you have this abundance. And that's why your abundance is here to stay. Is because you've experienced what was there before, and you chose to allow your experiences that you went through to bring you to a state of abundance. 3444 on the timer. But there is someone who's feeling very hostile about the prosperity that you are flowing in now. Also with door to romance, All right, there is love in your life. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic love, but that is in the card. So for some of you, that'll resonate. And the thing about it is, you're walking with all of your blessings towards spirit, which is a path of ascension. You're ascending and you're walking away from everything that does not serve you. So there could be somebody here who is presenting themselves as having a coin, having some sort of wealth, but I'm getting the energy of this Mr. Fake Nice Guy. There could be somebody trying to come in like they have some sort of wealth or something to offer, but it's fake. It's fake. So that's why you're walking towards what's truly right for you, which is away from whatever would try to tempt you from your past. To tempt you from your past. Yeah, it's somebody from your past, but tempt you away from your path. I'm getting the energy of like opportunities. Somebody just wants, I'm seeing multiple paths, because that's even how I'm getting the downloads now. It's like, I'm hearing everything as almost like it could be this or it could be that. What is it? But there's somebody who just wants you to give them a chance, just an itty bitty chance. But you're walking away. Okay? What is coming through for this beautiful being regarding, oh, look at that. I love that. Embracing happiness. You're doing that more and more each and every day. Each and every day you're embracing this joy that is true abundance for you. Ooh, fortunate timing. The path ahead is lined with gold and the energy around you is primed for success. This is the time to make a move and seize the opportunities before you. And remember what just came through, that somebody's trying to present multiple paths or multiple possibilities. This entity, and I'm going to go ahead and call it an entity because it feels so obsessive that if this is an actual person, it has become completely dominated by a demonic entity. And the entity is hungry. It wants to feed. But you're prepared for whatever. You stay prepared. You live prepared. What's coming through is self-care. Make sure you get your rest. Make sure you get your good sleep. Okay? Allow yourself to create and connect to what's for you. You're walking through the right doors. Because that's what I'm seeing. Okay. In Viejo San Juan, in the capital of Puerto Rico, there is, well, I had a poster, right? I love San Juan. But also, I had a poster called The Doors of San Juan. And I love that poster. I need to hang it up again, but I wanted to get the frame fixed. But anyway, okay. There's somebody who's trying to fix something from the past so that they can present themselves as an option. It's the energy of a do-over. Somebody really wants a do-over, but whatever. So the Doors of San Juan, there's like somebody who wants to just get in the door. And they want you to see them as a reliable option. They feel like all it takes is just a toe in the door. Also, I saw a short yesterday. It was about the doors in Morocco, how they have different knockers on the door. So if it's a hand, they'll have the hand of Fatima, and if the knocker has a ring on it, then all of the women in that house are married. But if they don't, if it doesn't have a ring on it, then they're could be a single woman in the house. So there's somebody who wants you single. There's somebody who wants you single. And whatever this door to romance is for you, this beautiful opportunity and love, protect it. Absolutely protect it. But it's beautiful. But this person is peeping your abundance. That's why they're like staring at your abundance in such a hostile way. Because they know how blessed you are. You've got cornucopia. You've got door to spirit. You also had door to romance. But you know what I'm getting? I'm seeing this, door to romance. This person wants you walking away from all of your blessings. You would never. You would never. But this reading is coming through, and Divine wants you to know that that is this person's intention, that they want you to walk away from your divine blessings, but you will not, because they're meant for you, and you know now what's right for you. So there could have been a time in the past where this person tempted you or wanted you to walk away from your blessings, but you've mastered your energy. And Divine is just reminding you of that. You know what you're doing. And I feel like a main key for you at this time is to align with your divine purpose. Your voice is beautiful. You're meant to share it. Whether you are an advocate for other people, whether you are motivating other people, instructing other people, you might be, for some of you, you might be a voice instructor, a vocal instructor. You might have a podcast. Yeah. But you show people the way. So continue to do that. Don't allow this person to ever make you second guess the path that you're on now, because it's absolutely divine and it's truly meant for you. And there's so many blessings that you're just going to, the way this is working is all of the blessings that you have manifested are birthing more and more blessings. It's infinite possibilities now. Infinite blessings. Ashe, I love it. Thank you, Divine. Okay, let's close with, let's see. Yeah. Mama Oshun. What's coming through, Mama Oshun? For this beautiful being, what do they need to know as we close this reading? Okay. Oshun's Ashe. This is card 15. Worthiness, self-worth, and self-respect. That's what you have been nurturing, and it shows. So continue to nurture that. It came through before that it was like there was somebody who made you feel like you had to convince them to respect you. That's not your way. Because the people in your life now that are aligning with you, with your true frequency, they already know what it is. So you are attracting situations, opportunities, and connections that just naturally vibe higher because they're meant for you, because you're where you're supposed to be. Oshun floods. This is spite, malice, and revenge. And look, that looks just like this hostilities card. Okay, so that's the energy that someone is trying to bring through, but Oshun is protecting you. Also, Oshun represents love, beauty, wealth. And so you've already come into alignment with those frequencies. They protect you. Your love protects you. Your beauty protects you. Your abundance protects you. And when I say beauty, I'm not just talking about physical beauty, which that is a thing, right? And by you nurturing yourself, by you being joyful, you radiate physical beauty. But it's also about the beauty of your soul. The beauty of the fact that you love yourself enough to show up being you. Choosing yourself, okay? Oshun of the Crossroads, Ascension, Transformation, Quantum Leap. Absolutely. This is card 37. That's 10. You have done something so huge for your, not only for your life, but for your legacy and for your bloodline. And that's why no matter what is going on around you, they can do whatever little spells or whatever it is that they want to try. You're beyond that. You're beyond that. It doesn't impact you anymore in a negative way. Now you are an alchemist, because a master is an alchemist. And that's how you've been able to do what you've done. 45 on the timer. So that's 9 and 9. Whatever it is that they do, it will create an ending for them and their evil intentions, but it will produce blessings and wish fulfillment for you. Ashe. All right, and then we've got Oshun of shame and regret. And you know what? That's exactly where they're left. That's exactly where they're left. And I love that Divine is ending the reading on this message, because you may have to leave someone in their shame and in their regret. You are not meant to rescue them. You know, I feel like with the beauty of your soul that's come through this entire reading, you want the best for everyone. But as you have learned on this journey, you realize that your empathy is never meant to rescue anyone. It's meant to be shared with those who are receptive to it, but also who respect it. And so if anyone is feeling shameful and regretful about not having respected your energy, your Ashe, then you can leave them in that shame and in that regret. And it's up to them to transmute that, to transform that energy just like you transformed those attacks. Okay? Thank you, Divine. I'm so grateful. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I appreciate you. And I hope these messages brought through some clarity, some insight, or just some good vibes. I love you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.